Good morning, children. So today we'll start the second part of lesson number 7, and in our last part we have discussed about up to past perfect tense. So now we'll discuss the past perfect continuous tense. So the past perfect continuous tense is used to say how long an action is continued, okay, for or how long an action continued up to a time in the past. Okay, so the past perfect continuous tense is used to talk about how long an action continued for. Okay, like his back was sore because he had been working at the computer all day, or Mr. Khanna had been working in our office for 10 years when he suddenly resigned. The passengers had been waiting since morning for their flight to be announced. So these are some sentences in the past perfect continuous tense. The form for these kind of sentences in the positive form, as we have discussed, that it has subject, had, V plus ing form and object. Like he had been doing his work for 4 hours. Now he is the subject, had been, and do is the base verb or V1 verb plus ing form, so it makes doing, and his work for 4 hours, that is the object of the sentence. So that is how the affirmative sentences are formed. See another example. I had been reading this book for the last 1 hour. Okay. Then in the negative form, we add not with the sentence. Okay. So subject plus had plus not plus been, and the base form of the verb and ing form and object. So example will take, I had not been going there for months. Okay, so here I is the subject, had and not is added, so that makes it negative. Then this is going, that is V plus ing form or V1 plus ing form, and last is the object. Okay, then when we have to make the question or the interrogative form, then we write had before the subject, and after that been, V1 plus ing form and object. Okay, so had I been going there for months, and we end it with the question mark. Okay, so here is the form you can see. Then when we make negative interrogative, that negative questions, then we add not. Okay, then had I not been going there for months, then here also n will be in the question mark. Now we'll see the uses of the past perfect continuous tense. So the past perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to some time. Okay, but it hasn't got any effect. Like at the time he had been driving his car for 3 years. Okay, so here now this time when we are stating about him or we are speaking about him, whether he is driving his car or not, it is not specified, it is not known. Okay, we'll see the future tense. Like the all other tenses, future tense are of 4 types. Okay, simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So let's see the simple future tense. So when we talk about the things which we cannot control, like it will be Christmas in a week, or when we predict about something, like I think it will rain today, or India will win the match, I think India will win the match. So there we use simple future tense. Or when we decide to do something at the time of speaking, okay, so that there also we use simple future tense. So an action which is expected to happen in the future, and for expressing that action we use simple future tense. Like she will come tomorrow, I'll go to the market, or I shall go to the market. Okay, so this is simple future tense. Now let's see about the future continuous tense. So in future continuous tense, the formation of the sentences will be subject plus will or shall plus be plus v1 form of the verb plus ing, and then followed by the object. Okay, so it is used for an action that will be in a progress at a certain point of time in the future. Okay, and we can see the example that he will be meeting us in the evening. Okay, so future perfect form. Here we will again use will or shall with after the subject, and we have to write have plus the past participle of the verb. It is used for the action that will have been completed by a certain point of time in the future. Okay, like he will have meet us in the evening. Okay, it's the participle form of the verb meet, met we are using here, and the sentence will be he will have met us in the evening. Let's see the future perfect continuous tense. So here again subject plus will or shall plus have been and v1 form of the verb with since or for. So it is used for an action that has started or will start in the future and will be going on at a particular time in the future. Okay, like by evening I shall have been studying for 4 hours. While making affirmative sentences, we will use subject plus will or shall plus v1 form in the simple present tense. Okay, like I shall be playing. Then when we have to make the question form, okay, or okay, so in simple future tense, so while making the positive sentence, we'll write subject plus will or shall plus v1 form. Okay, so like I shall play. Okay, so here we won't use be. So I shall play, we will play. Okay, so with I, we, you, they, he, she, it, or singular or plural noun, this rule will be formed. Now with these two, I and we will use shall. Okay, and with the others will use will. Okay, so with this we'll use will. Clear? Plus base form of the verb. Then in questioning, while making the question, so we'll use will in first or shall in first, then subject, and then the rest part of the sentence. So will I play? Okay, in negative sentence, use of will or shall plus v1 form of the verb and subject. Okay, like I shall not play. Now we'll see the rules for making sentences in the future continuous tense. Okay, so for positive sentences or affirmative sentences, okay, then we'll use will or shall plus be plus V1 form and ing will add plus object. Okay, so like I, with I and we use shall, so I shall be playing. Okay, then you will be playing, they will be playing. Okay, but we shall be playing. Now let's see interrogative form, and then we'll discuss the negative form. So in interrogative form, again will or shall is added before the subject plus V1 form of the verb plus ing and object. Okay, like will he be playing? Okay, here I think I have left to be. Okay, so the formula, make a correction please. Will or shall plus subject plus be plus V1 form of the verb and ing and object if needed. Okay, so when we'll make negative sentences, okay, like when we are making negative sentences, we have to add not after will or shall. Okay, so that will be subject plus will or shall plus not plus be plus V1 ing form of the verb. Okay, then I shall not be playing, he shall not be playing. Okay, now we'll see the future perfect tense. So in the future perfect tense, then we use will or shall plus have and V3 form of the verb, and subject, for subject we use I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Like I shall have played, they will have played, Ram will have played. So the rules of the will or shall will remain same in each and every case. For making the question, we'll use will or shall before the subject, and then we'll use have and V3 form of the verb. Like shall I have played, will they have played, and we'll end the sentences with the question mark. For making the negative sentences, again what we'll do, we'll write the subject first, then we'll write will or shall, then have, and then we'll write not, and we'll write the V3 form of the verb. Like I shall have not played. So you see here after have we have added not. So I is the subject. We have written shall as according to the rule discussed, and we have written have after that, and not is added, and then played, V3 form of the verb. So I hope you have understood this one. Then we'll see the rules of the making sentences in future perfect continuous tense. So here, while making the positive sentences, we use will or shall, then have been and V1 and continuous form. That means V1 plus ing form is written with the subject. Like I shall have been playing, you will have been playing. Okay. Then for making the question, again will or shall is written before the subject, and then have been is written, and V1 plus ing form is written. So shall I have been playing, will you have been playing, will the girls have been will girls have been dancing, like that. For making negative sentences, we write not. Okay, but we write had not been. Okay, with V1 and ing form. Like I had not been playing. So I is the subject, had not we are using, then been we are adding, and V1 plus ing form. Okay. Now we'll see the uses of these tenses. Simple future tense is used to make an observation about the future action. Okay, or is used to express the offers, promises, and decisions that are decided at the time of speaking. Like, I will help you with the assignment, so that's an offer. Will write to you daily, that's a promise. Okay, it will be a fine day tomorrow, so that is an observation about a future action. Okay, now let's see the use of the future continuous tense. So this is used to express a continued or an ongoing action in the future. Okay, like she will be telling the story to everyone. Okay, so this kind of sentences are used. Then future perfect tense indicates the completion of the action. Okay, future perfect tense indicates the completion of an action, like they will have finished dinner by now. Okay, or I shall have not returned from work till then. Okay, so like that. Now future perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action which will be going on for a specified period of time in the future, or it you know in written or spoken English we really use a future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so all the three other tenses we use